Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to another reading. Today we're looking into the next 7 days. Let's see what Spirit is saying, a little bit of a forecast for the energies you can expect, or also advice on how you can maybe utilize the best energy for you and your situations. So we have 3 different groups to choose from, and we're also choosing from the Spirit Animal Wisdom Oracle deck. For group number 1, we have this beautiful card that popped out here, the Golden Unicorn with Ascension. Oopsies, come on. Awaken to your soul's potential. Okay, really cool. And group number 2, we have the Hedgehog, Acceptance, Embrace Who You Are. And group number 3 here, we have the Eagle, as Ancestral Healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. Yeah, I'm really loving this. Really nice. See whichever one stands out to you. Maybe more than one, maybe none. I have older 7-day forecasts that are all timeless readings. So if nothing here stands out today, please don't force anything. Just watch one of the older readings or even a different one, whatever. Just go with your gut, trust your intuition. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you're resonating with these readings and my energy as well. Thank you for all your comments. You guys are absolutely super duper appreciated. And thank you for feeling so vulnerable and open also if you want to share your story and how this resonates. Even if you don't comment, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all love and Reiki. Hope you're all doing really well. And without further ado, let's hop into your guys' messages for the next 7 days. Hello, beautiful group number 1, and welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this a beautiful, beautiful card here of the Golden Unicorn Ascension. Awaken to your soul's potential. This is really interesting because I just wanted to say your soul's patterns. My cats are having a face-off. I wanted to say soul's patterns, okay, but it says soul's potential quite obviously, so there is maybe something we can figure out in the patterns as a potential, or vice versa. Maybe your potential is to figure out a pattern in someone else, in your situation, a reoccurring pattern that will give you this strength and also the overview, right? The ability to make better decisions, or the ability to even see through something to make decisions in the first place. Because also with this horn here, it's pointing towards I'm jumping over an obstacle, and OMG. With this, now I'm seeing actually this chess figure, the horse. Okay, this looks like the horse in chess, right? Like, it really, I don't know, it's just pointing me towards it right now. It's the knight. So it can jump over things, like it goes 2 up and 1 to the side or whatever, or however, 2 to the side and 1 up, or vertically 2, 1 horizontally, however. But I feel like you're figuring out a pattern that will work for you, where you can also jump over obstacles and you will come out on top. Okay, I really feel like you're going to win some sort of game, or you're going to figure out a good strategy. Then the knight is coming through, so this could be the Knight of Swords with a message potentially and how to get somewhere. But all the knights, honestly, like I feel Knight of Pentacles, I feel Knight of Wands, I feel Knight of Swords, and also Knight of Cups, because I feel like that all elements are almost here incorporated in this. Yes, we have 2 different ones here, but I feel we can look at all of them, okay? Water, earth, fire, air. So I feel like they all might be quite relevant. We see the clouds here, so we're definitely jumping through confusion. So maybe most likely this is the Knight of Swords energy, okay? Which it can be quite impulsive, but maybe you're channeling also the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, right? Or the Knight of Cups even. Like I said, I think it's going to be all of them. For you, actually, you're going to... Oh, you got a second card that popped out with this guy. We have the turtle, which is so cool. So now we're getting the Knight of Pentacles vibes, because the turtle is kind of slower, or even practical, right? And slowly wins the race 1 step at a time. But here we have the sea turtle. It says conservation. Yeah, make conscious choices. So you're really going to be very strategic. You're going to really figure out a plan on how to get to your goal and how to get to the other side. If we're looking at the chess game here, okay, so strategies, planning. But I feel like with the Golden Unicorn, you definitely have this like Joker unicorn, like the golden one. You have the Golden Unicorn. It's not this this is the smart one, this is the lucky one, this is the one with the most strength, this is the one who can push through and that has the most integrity, but also the most strength and power, okay, to get to that other side, by also conserving energy. Like this is so smart and efficient for you in the next 7 days. It's very beautiful. Very nice. I'm really liking this. yeah, Leo season, right? With the gold here, the sunshine is now coming through when I look at this. I feel, well, happy birthday if you are resonating with the Leo zodiac sign. So there's something also about your sun power, your strength, okay, masculine energy here, strategy, obviously, right? But then we also have some sort of feelings involved as well here with the turtle. And being smart, right? Also this, what you say when you say something. So however this could resonate here in the next 7 days for you. If you're dealing with other people, if this is about a workout regime, you know, one step at a time, you don't have to do everything right now. If this is a work situation, so it could be so many different things here. I actually want to get one Lenormand card. Group number 1, please, for the next 7 days. So definitely on the way, also on the cusp, I wanted to say, to rising up. Look at that. Oh, we have so many cards. This one really popped out here, but I'm going to quickly look at all the other ones. Look, the foxes underneath here on the bottom of the deck. Okay, in the Lenormand, that can also stand for work and strategy, because the fox also lays back and figures out how to get to the chickens or whatever they're after. They can be quite sneaky, but in your case, I really feel this is the strategy. This is this smartness, okay, the swiftness, smartness in a sense of figuring something out quietly. Like, it might be sneaky, but I don't think it's like a negative sneakiness, okay? This is just for you also. If you have to retrieve for a little bit to observe a situation, doesn't mean you're losing time. You're actually just really gathering all the information, right, until you know it's the right timing to jump forward. So this could also be this with the sea turtle. If it's not one step at a time, it's this like conservation, the information gathering, right? Really making sure you have all the documents, but then you're really golden, right? Even if this is also a project, a competition or something, I really feel like you have also this secret ingredient, the secret recipe to win this thing, okay? Or to come out on top, to be the one that they want, or, you know, The Shining. The Shining is a horror movie, but you want to be shining, you're going to be golden, okay? It could be the Goldest touch here, Midas touch, with the finances are coming through now as well, with gold, Midas touch, and also maybe this investment, okay? Maybe you're really figuring out how to save, how to make money in the next 7 days. Yeah, how you're approaching things is also going to be very, very smart, efficient. You're not going to waste any energy here, okay? Yeah, intelligence, really cool. Unicorns also stand for immortality. Like, there's this lifeline, okay, something about a lifeline or something about health also. You're going to feel really good in the next 7 days, quite obviously. A little bit invincible, maybe. You know, maybe this could also be, if we're now talking about the cups, maybe it's another person and you're figuring out how to approach them, how to read their love language, how to, you know, talk to them, communicate with them, how to move forward in this relationship. So, yeah, really cool. This could also be, for some of you, a different person, now they said, right? They're really watching you, they're observing you, they're figuring out your patterns. And then we have the clover. There's luck on your side in the next 7 days. What can I say? You're going to be lucky. Put it wherever, how it resonates, okay? You're going to be lucky in some way. For some, it's relationships. For some, it's money. Because I really feel all the elements coming through here. Achieving something, achieving a goal, a milestone. Okay, really cool. And then this guy is the tree. So it could be health. This is growth. This could also be connection, right? The rootedness, but here we see the fruits of your labor. They just said 7 of Pentacles. So again, it has something to do with patience here, where we either had patience in the past, and now we're seeing the fruits of our labor. So finally success, right? We're also realizing we're moving in the right direction. You collected enough understanding, knowledge, coins, money, whatever. And now you're finally ready to have something come to fruition. Like, it's in full bloom here, I feel, with the tree. It also stands for health. So there's definitely a positive movement towards health, strength, okay, lots of strength in you here. When I talked about immortality, this is very healthy. Like, look at the lushness, right? We have fruits, we're bearing fruits. This is also family, okay, lots of connection, figuring out who belongs to you. Yeah, the tribe, right? Figuring out the right tribe, the right environment here, I feel like. And so much green also. It's going to make you very happy, I heard. There's something that's going to make you very happy, where you feel really comfortable also and taken care of. I feel affection here. Empathy is coming through for you in the next 7 days. And I feel, you know, what they just said is this give and take, back and forth. You know, there's a beautiful exchange of empathy, or like this happiness. There's a nice exchange happening here too. I like this. A snake, the key, the star, and the birds. Could be communication here again. The star, some fame, solutions. The snake, again, could stand for the strategy we talked about. It always reminds me a bit of the Seven of Swords, but it's also the Queen of Wands. So you also might be seeing through something. You're jumping over an obstacle, quite obviously, right? If there's obstacles here with the clouds, it could stand for confusion. You're definitely figuring it out. You're coming out on top. You're golden, okay? Whatever this also was. The snake, maybe it's some sort of deception with the fox here, maybe at work, maybe financially, or maybe about crossroads. Maybe we thought one way was so good and it looked too good to be true, but we're also realizing the truth about something here with the key, right? And with the stars, something is being illuminated in the next 7 days that will give you really almost like a Joker energy, like this advantage, this above view, also where you feel like calm, cool, and collected. And I talked about this a few times in my past readings. So this might be an extension of that energy, okay, that we were already feeling, that this is now really coming to fruition, where we can also sense our own luck, our fortune, right? You will feel it within you, because I always feel this blood of immortality within the unicorn that is also powerful, full of strength. It knows it can't be defeated, right? There is a lot of like this, I want to say invisibility energy constantly, like nothing can happen to you, okay? You will feel probably very strong, determined also, regardless of what's going on around you. This is really a big one, like this, regardless of what's going on around you, you're going to really center within you, within your own strength. And the season of Leo is absolutely perfect for that, okay? It is a lot about the ego as well, but in this way, in this sense, I feel like it's a healthy ego, because we're understanding what the ego is there for in the first place. We all have it, okay? It's also survival. It's here. We're human. We're supposed to take advantage of this and figure it out in a healthy way, right? Where you can also tell yourself, okay, you know what? We'll do this the right way. You're very smart, all-arounder, an all-rounder of smartness. Really cool. Let's get a few tarot cards here. Also knowing when to say yes, right? Jumping on the right occasions and taking advantage of certain things, you know? You might get, I saw somebody at an event here. You might get invited, or, you know, you have this opportunity to network. So you will really take also advantage of all the opportunities that are coming your way, right? You're going to be shining. You're going to put on your best clothes. Like you're going to put your best foot forward, and how to present yourself without a rush though, because that also makes people look more intelligent, I feel like, or if at least it will appear like you know what you're doing or know what you're talking about. And I'm not saying you're faking it. It's just also a part of a pattern, a strategy that's going to work really, really well to enhance what you're already naturally good at, okay? Okay, let's get a few tarot cards here, please, for group number 1. We have Page of Swords. Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest. This is really this... You're figuring something out, quite honestly. This is still a young energy where we could be surprised about certain powers that are being evoked within you, I want to say. That could be a little bit overwhelming, but you're going to get some sort of power up here, okay? Like Power Rangers. A power up that will give you more energy, that will give you more understanding. This is education, learning. This also, again, I talked about somebody watching you potentially who will really figure out your patterns in order to get to know you. Okay, to approach you. But no matter what, if this is you or someone else, there's a lucky potential here, a lucky outcome, a fruitful outcome, healthy, long-term also with the growth of the tree. They live a long time, so there's something very anchored here. Yeah, there's a beautiful, also healthy relationship coming through here. This could also be about studies. You might be making this decision on learning this thing or really implementing this. It's another tool, almost a bit like the magician here, a scientist, right? Scientist is coming through trial and error. You figure it out a pattern. Again, we're coming to this point of what we already talked about here. This card popped out. Look at this. Here's the Queen of Wands. Where did we talk about it? In one of the Lenormand cards, we talked about the Queen of Wands already. So there is something about Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, opportunities. Definitely opportunities here are coming, okay? Justice wants to come through on the bottom. So with the Queen of Wands, I feel the self-empowerment, right? Everything I feel like we already talked about. You definitely have some sort of magician energy. You have power. You have control in the next 7 days to really also steer a specific situation in the way you want it. okay, by you and how you appear. We talked about putting on your best clothes and best foot forward. This is also what the Queen of Wands represents. It's this beauty, it's this confidence in herself, it's this attraction, okay, also this sensation attraction, but also staying within your authority, integrity, knowing and believing in yourself, right? It's the energy that she's like putting into the room, just like this unicorn. Very, very similar energy. Also yellow, it's the solar plexus, it's the healed solar plexus, the willpower, the strength from within, the integrity, as I said, the forward movement, but also conserving yourself, holding yourself back, knowing better. I want to say there's something about like a healthy ego coming through here, okay? A balanced ego, I want to say. You're also very smart where you can pick up on your surroundings, group number 1, in the next 7 days. So you can actually read the room really well, and therefore you will have some sort of advantage because you can kind of, maybe you will know what to say, right? To different people in different circumstances. You will be very adjustable, I heard, or adaptable. But this is also your strength here with the Queen of Wands. But she also knows what she wants. She cannot be effed over, right? We saw the fox. She knows herself. Like there is a lot of confidence and boldness also within her, but also gentleness. Okay, there's also a lot of warmth within the fire symbol here, but she also expresses this beauty and also financial success. I really want to say here with the sunflower she's holding and the unicorn, we talked about the sun energy. There's something about you have so much potential that you can bring also towards this person, this relationship, this company, this whatever it is. You have a lot of tools already within you. You're quite the success. Success is almost like written here, okay, within you, on your forehead. Like you won't bargain, like you won't settle for less than what you deserve here. I feel this energy. This could also be that person that's coming towards you, okay? But here I feel like there's just another surge, another power up that will give you this ability, I want to say. Ace of Pentacles. I heard immediately when I took this from the deck here, you're attracting so many opportunities in the next 7 days. It's just a really beautiful energy that it comes from within. It's like, it's your aura, it's your energy, okay? This is what belongs to you. Like you will attract the things that you know that, okay, yeah, they're written in my heart, in my gut, okay? This is just what I want and I won't settle for less. This is the opportunity here, and it's a very lucky, fortunate opportunity. This could be money, or like this work opportunity, a surprise. Maybe somebody's surprising you with something because you deserve it, okay? Because you are the freaking Queen of Wands. Even if you're a male, that doesn't matter. You just have a lot of healthy, emotional willpower and understanding of who you are, okay? Self-love, like you treated yourself the right way, and therefore you're going to get it also from the outside here, I feel like, through opportunities or other people. Maybe also this compliments, okay, could be coming here. I heard wealth right now. There's definitely something about finances here for some of you guys. Let's get one more here for the tree, or under the tree card. It's like here, it's beautiful. We talked about the swords, right? The horn on the unicorn. It's this page of swords. You're getting your unicorn horn here. So this you can interpret this however this resonates for you, okay? Okay, and then we have the 8 of Cups. I was actually really focused on here, even though I wanted this for the tree. This is emotional detachment also. Retrieval, I heard. Retrieval whenever it's necessary to recharge your batteries. This is really interesting because this can talk about leaving stuff behind or really emotionally detaching from something. But with this, they actually said, you know, when to move or detach yourself emotionally to recharge your batteries. And then there's comfort for you. So whenever you need this, there's definitely other people or whoever what you need to comfort you. But let's get actually a clarifier for the 8 of Cups here. The Devil, the 8 of Cups, moving away from fear. That's another thing, right? Whatever was standing in the way. We talked about that. We saw the snake in the Lenormand. We saw the key and the stars. So there is a solution here that you're getting, right? With this, you're figuring this out. There's this power up here that gives you this last little bit of to jump out of this confusional state from the clouds also. To give you this integrity, this power within you, the willpower, the knowingness, how much you deserve and how high your worth is, in order to get this lucky opportunity here also. We're definitely emotionally detaching from our fear. what we can, also now how to influence this, right? And how to stand above potentially a toxic situation or things that tempt you. That's also this conservation, like this, you will figure out this pattern of yourself in your life with relationships here. This. We're anchoring something. We're finally figuring something out to always have this energy, always have this healthy health in your system in general, without anything standing in the way, tempting you, luring you a different way. The snake in the tree, right? The snake with Adam and Eve here. Like, I really feel like you're figuring this out. That's what we're emotionally detaching from, is this little... We might know deep down, okay? You're turning into power. You're definitely gaining power in the next 7 days over knowing also what is good for you and what's not. That's when we talked about the turtle of conservation of energy. Don't waste your time on something, okay? You will figure these things out. You rise above that. With the chessboard, you will know how to get around these obstacles also, okay? To get to your lucky outcome here. Yeah, it could also be opinions of other people headbutting here, right? This is also the smartness, like standing back, collect yourself first. Don't engage in rage. I want to say, don't engage in rage. This is you calming yourself down. Look, yeah, you're focusing on yourself. You're turning away also from things that are not serving you, and really turning around, looking at the opportunities, looking at new potential things. Okay, this might be brand new plans, outlooks, future thinking here as well, that quickly can turn into manifestations here. Okay, you're figuring out whatever's not serving you here also in the next 7 days, and what to focus on instead. Okay, let's get your last card that already popped out. Group number 1. Beautiful and beauty, which totally makes sense with the Queen of Wands. Today, you are the curator of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that all is well in the world. How beautiful is this? And this is you. Look, it's a 3 of Wands, right? What we just saw as well. Looking out into the potential future that will serve you more than holding on to things that are maybe a little bit strugglesome, okay? It could be competition. Even if we have to continue with this competition, you're going to figure out a different way. And this is everything we already talked about. Look out into your bright future, okay? It's there for you. You also don't have to compare yourself to others. There's enough for everyone, I heard, okay? If we're also struggling with this kind of sensation of there is not enough that goes around, there is, okay? And then we have happiness here. Also accepting yourself in sad times. Yeah, this is also you accepting yourself, right? This is going to be very healthy for you to understand yourself and love yourself with the Queen of Wands. And this, your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. Yeah, you're definitely going to figure this out. So group number 1, thank you so much. This is a beautiful forecast for the next 7 days, okay? Even if whenever you're watching this, if you feel like, oh, this might be the next month, okay, take it however this resonates for you. This is another thing you're going to take control over. You don't have to take what is not resonating for you, right? You have to feel into situations and know what's best for you. If you just want to resonate with the unicorn here today, you do that, okay? If you just want to resonate with the word happiness today and beauty, you do that. Come back another day. Or whatever, you're like, no, this is going to be not just the next 7 days for me, this is going to be the next 7 months for me. This is you taking charge, okay, of your life and of yourself and of your circumstances here. You are having this energy here presented to you and you take it. So thank you so much, group number 1. I'm sending you the biggest hugs and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful group number 2, and welcome to your reading for the next 7 days. You feel drawn to this beautiful, cute hedgehog. I just feel like he wants to play, okay, and do his thing and be safe and have fun, have a beautiful day. That's just all I'm feeling here when I look at this. It looks so beautiful, like a day off, okay, even by yourself. Maybe you need some time to yourself, okay, just do whatever you want to do. I feel here the hedgehog, acceptance, embrace who you are. Yeah, it's just really being with yourself. It's like realize also that there's so much beauty around you, and especially also in the tiny things and the little things, right? Smelling the roses, being appreciative in the next 7 days. So I want to get a second card though, okay, from this deck for you. So there's acceptance coming for yourself. There's sort of lots of self-love, time to yourself. Maybe you're taking time off for yourself. Maybe you're turning off your phone, okay, and being like, nope, just gonna do whatever I want, gonna watch this movie, I'm gonna just do and be with myself, okay? Maybe also acceptance for the things around you, regardless of what's happening, right? Being okay, if, I know if it rains, I'm gonna take my umbrella. If there's a storm, I'm gonna stay home. Like, you're gonna be very pleasing to yourself. Pleasing, yeah, very pleasing to yourself and easy. Easy going. Next 7 days potentially here. We have the butterfly emerging. Take the leap of faith. This is beautiful. So this might be the calm, you know, before something is finally also changing in your life, or before we have this breakthrough in some sort. I feel also someone here is in the energy, if you're manifesting, you're here in the energy of letting it go. Right? You said what you want, and you're just in this energy of, no, I'm in the receiving energy. I'm just going to enjoy what I want to enjoy. My manifestation will come when it comes, and boom. Therefore, we have the transformation happening. Quite beautiful, I have to say. I also see a ton of like visitors here. I see spirit guides, past loved ones, okay? You might see a lot of butterflies or something like this, or birds, whatever resonates with you. Also, they said coins. Maybe you will find a coin or something, just to receive a message also, you know, from a past loved one, or that you know that you're close to something that you're maybe asking for. Actually, did we talk about this here, what it says? Butterfly emerging, take the leap of faith. Yeah, so there is a new beginning. There's a... This could feel like a day off or a week off. Maybe you're on vacation, right? But then we have this new beginning here, but the take the leap of faith is kind of like the Fool card. Really nice. It's almost a preparation stage here for your brand new beginning. Take the last days, okay? Take advantage of your last days of vacation, or the Sunday, or, you know, that evening that is quiet and calm. Because something beautiful also, I feel like here is happening, right? With the emerging, we're coming out back to life here potentially. Yeah, this could be self-care in the next 7 days here for you guys too. Okay, let's see. What else do we have, please? I also see a lot of visitors, if this resonates with someone here. This could also be art. You're getting busy with something again after some period of like maybe not doing something. Like, let's say you're a painter, right? Maybe get more inspiration here when you're in this stage of nothingness, I want to say. What else do we have for group number 2, please, for the next 7 days, Spirit? Yeah, again, same message. The child, transformation again, emerging, transformation, turning into a butterfly, brand new beginning. Children, maybe you also are giving birth, you know, to a child or a brand new idea or this new hobby. Because I really feel this calmness here before something is definitely changing, and you might be knowing that, right? You might know that things are going to be changing, and you're going to take advantage of your last days of, you know, in this situation right now. Maybe you're moving somewhere else, or you're traveling somewhere. This could also be like, you know, like just soaking it in again, having, you know, even if you just have nothing to do right now, but you're enjoying yourself. It's a really beautiful energy here. Or also even like the settling in and acceptance that things are changing, that there is a new beginning. And for some people, the new beginnings doesn't always have to be great, right? Sometimes we feel anxious or uncomfortable and don't know what to expect. But I do feel like it's going to be totally all right because of this energy here also. Embrace who you are, like center into yourself. This is almost a bit of a meditative state, you know, smell the roses. Being in the present moment here. This is the most beautiful day of your vacation. I feel like, okay, we're really appreciative also of the little things here. If this was new love and you have to go back to work, you know, like you were like locking yourself in the bedroom and now, oh my God, I have to go to work again. So there's still, you will take this energy with you, I feel like here. It's going to help you through also into this transition, or through this transition into this new beginning. There's also, I feel happiness here though, right? A little bit of like, I'm going to leave it up to whatever, to the universe, whatever's going to happen. I feel the innocence coming through here with the childlike energy also. Like I said, if it rains, whatever, I'm going to put my rain boots on, or I'm just going to take an umbrella. I'm still going to go for a walk. Like, you're not going to be discouraged by outside circumstances here, I feel. It's very beautiful. Your family's coming through a little bit. Okay, with the lily here also. This is also old wisdom, knowledge. This could also be about sexuality with the Lily. So there might also be a transformation in that sense, okay? We're really enjoying someone else or ourselves. Let's get a few. Actually, here the whale also was on the bottom with tenderness. So there's definitely gentleness, okay? Understanding, acceptance. It says show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. This is just also finally letting go of something here, right? In order to have this new beginning. Let's actually take this card too. It could really resonate here. It's kind of the same. It's very calm energy. And here we have the King of Swords. That's really interesting. I almost wanted to pop out. So we have the High Priestess here on the bottom. Interesting. And the King of Swords, and almost came like that. Maybe certain things, you know, if you needed to have closure and you couldn't, or some things didn't make sense, I really feel in the next 7 days you're coming to this point of like, why? I don't need to make sense of certain things. I trust and I know that things are going to be moving in the right direction for me, that this is a beautiful new beginning for me. I don't need to be so logical. This could be about a person here, right? Letting go also a bit of this rigidness, this harshness potentially of the swords, of the King of Swords potentially, where it has to be a specific way. Maybe letting go of this control a little bit, or needing to have the upper hand, or I don't know. If there was a decision to be made and it's out of your hands, this could also be where we're kind of maybe just moving into this state of whatever happens, happens. Okay, I'm fine. Like I said, if it rains, then there will be a rainbow. Okay, so you're really going to be quite optimistic, looking at the positive things. So we don't have to be right, we don't have to. There's also being drawn to the watch here, so maybe we're also letting go of timing, how things have to manifest and when they have to change. So I do feel like there's a bit more like warmth coming in for this energy of the King of Swords, okay? With it being coming out like this, kind of like you don't have to have a strategy. It doesn't have to be so rigid, right? We see the net here, like a matrix, like a pattern. Maybe getting rid of certain things of a pattern, you know, it was just not working anymore. And now you're becoming more free, more flowy, you know, letting things be, being surprised by the universe. There's freedom coming in, I have to say, like mentally, or like how things have to be, right? We're letting this go a little bit. Be more free, more happy, more joyful in the present moment in the next 7 days. It's a nice energy. And it's going to be quite transformative for you. High Priestess on the bottom. That's really interesting. Trusting your intuition, I heard. I see here with the Ten of Swords, maybe somebody was also really, maybe there was something about your intuition that you weren't 100% sure of, okay? Because the logic was standing in the way potentially here with the Ten of Swords. Maybe we were really trying to not listen to our intuition, also about a specific person potentially, or about justice and fairness and equality, or how someone else has to be. This could also be a different person that we had this like opinion on, or, you know, they just have to be a specific way. But I feel like all of this specificness, we're kind of easing up on that, okay? I feel a lot more warmth and easiness and flowiness coming in here for you in the next 7 days, group number 2. What else do we have here, please, for group number 2? Oh yeah, Ace of Cups. That's what I mean. Look at this. There's more colors, rainbows. Here's the rainbow, right? After it rains, there comes the rainbow. You're going to be totally fine, even if this was also a specific person we were holding on to, or specific expectations, specific things, okay, that we thought we maybe also can't be living without. I really feel somebody's just like, whatever. I'm just going to, whatever happens, happens. Whenever it happens, it happens. You know, you're letting go of restrictions in a sense. And so therefore, there's more warmth coming in. Here we can also listen to our intuition. We can be surprised by the universe. I talked about spirit guides, talked about symbols and signs and synchronicities. You're going to be trusting those things again, right? Maybe you really forced yourself to be more logical. And now you're like, no, I just want to be flowy. I don't want to have to figure it out, right? We're letting go of control potentially in the next 7 days. Maybe you are really going on vacation and it's just going to be really beautiful. And we also talked about being with a lover. So with the Ace of Cups, you could be falling in love here. Some butterflies in your belly. Okay, look at all of these butterflies. Like I also heard here when I was just staring at this card in the beginning, they said, this quietness. You're going to be so in the present moment that you can hear the wings of the butterflies when they fly. So this really gives me the sensation of something or so is capturing you into the present moment, and you're going to be feeling really, really good. Could be meditations also. It's going to be very quiet, but it's going to be so healthy. It's going to be so liberating and freeing. Lots of freedom. We have here a beautiful new beginning, an opportunity potentially of love, falling in love, like you said, or this brand new beginning of your feelings. That we also letting go of expectations or control in a sense, okay, of outcomes. Trusting divine timing again here, I feel. It's really beautiful. Yeah, also if we need to make a decision, right? It's like, whatever, I'm just going to feel into the place, into the feeling of what I want to feel in the end. And then everything else is just going to fall into place, right? There's a lot more feelings of self-love, love in general, happiness, joyfulness, and playfulness coming in. Maybe there's also a softening around the specific person, right? If this is somebody you know or you're worried about, this could be this person that's also becoming more soft. Okay, this person could also let go of their wall or their rigidness of how things have to be, right? And they're actually now moving towards their heart space, more into feeling, more into, okay, how can I have more fun? How can I be less rigid? Okay, what else do we have? Please for group number 2. I heard something about being in charge, so maybe somebody's letting go of that, having to be in charge of the things, but that's the same as kind of like having control. But you're in charge of how you want to feel, so therefore you're going to figure that out, right? And be more gentle also with yourself, more tender, more empathic, more soft, more loving. Caring, yeah, more caring. Three of Swords, no kidding. Yeah, this is really a heart that is like, was hurt, is hurt, but it's gonna heal. I really feel here the rain. Somebody needs to feel the rain. Somebody is feeling something, right? And I don't want to say you're gonna feel the pain. I feel with this that you're actually finally at a point of acceptance that something here needs to be addressed. Maybe somebody was really putting like a wall around their heart because it's hurt, because it's still full of pain. But here we're finally actually ready. Look, the Magician on the bottom. This is actually, yeah, and the 9 of Wands just popped off on the bottom here too. You're exhausted of pretending that you're okay. You're exhausted of pretending that you need to have control. I think you're just going to be letting it all go in the next 7 days, group number 2. And if you need to go on vacation, take time off to it. This is really this, no, I'm going to lay down my weapons. I'm going to not fight anymore. I'm going to not fight this pain. I'm not going to fight what my heart is yelling at me too. Because this doesn't have to be a hurt and a pain because of what happens on the outside from other people. This is the pain we've been carrying around our whole life. I really feel also that we're finally ready to also be vulnerable again, right? And love ourselves and be like, there's so much beauty around me. Why am I holding on to this pain? It's like freaking exhausting, okay? And that's what we see here with the 9 of Wands. You're getting to a point of breathing out, finally. There is something falling here for you. There's something that gives you this aha moment, I feel, in the next 7 days, where you realize this. Like, why am I holding on to this when there's so much beauty around me? When there's an opportunity, when there's love, then there's so much cute optimism coming back. Like I said, motivation in a sense of I want to be positive, I want to have a new beginning, I want to have fun, I want to have joy. Realizing also that this is in your hands, okay? Or in your heart. You can make your heart happy if you want to, by being gentle with yourself. If you're always gentle with other people and they hurt you, there is a realization happening for you that, well, why am I so hard on myself? Maybe I'm just giving all this love to others, but not to myself. And this might not resonate with everybody, but it could definitely be a situation here for someone, okay? Maybe you're very strict with yourself. You have rules for yourself, but not for others, right? Others can actually, you have way more compassion for others than for yourself. So I'm feeling like this is changing here in the next 7 days, and you're really going to accept yourself, accept your pains, accept your emotions, accept when you have to cry, right? When it rains, but then here comes the rainbow. You will be like, no, there is a rainbow for me as well. Because this situation is exhausting and I'm done with it. there's a release happening of a pattern that has been going on for a while. I feel like this could be inner childhood wounds, right? We're figuring out what was the issue. The root cause here is definitely finally being released. It's gonna go away. I feel these butterflies coming in, assisting you and carrying you and lifting you up. And then we have the magician. There's magic happening here. We also talked about this. If this is about a new relationship, also when I talked about you want to lock yourself in the bedroom, okay, and don't come out until you have to go to work, this could be that this person now is also somebody who is going to give you and bestow this energy of you can trust, you can let yourself fall, okay? It's also beautiful energy here. Somebody who's gonna, your heart is healing here, I want to say, regardless of the circumstances. There's creation happening here. This could also be making a child, I mean, for some of you. And then we have also, look at this, what's underneath all of here. And then we have the King of Cups covering the King of Swords. So there's more warmth coming in, there's feelings coming in. We're finally also what was the word? Like rediscovering our feelings, I want to say, or wholeness, okay, or happiness. Emotional balance is coming in regardless of what's going on. We talked about this right away. If it rains, well, there's a rainbow, or I'm going to take an umbrella, or I'm going to put on my rain boots. Who cares? Whatever. So you're going to be very easygoing with yourself, okay? Give that gentleness to yourself also, or experience it from a different person, a new person here for some of you. Again, leap of faith, talked about this with the butterflies, new beginning, brand new beginning. Embrace this energy right now also, right? With the zero energy where there's maybe nothing, but this nothingness is healing. This is really removing the old and giving you opportunity for the new. And the new looks like perfect harmony immediately. We have finances in here as well, potentially, but this is also harmony in the home, a home in general, comfort zones, happiness. Look at all the happy faces here. Where people also belong together, right? This is the other thing that you may be also knowing and understanding in the next 7 days, that you deserve this happiness. You deserve people that are also on your side, that you can trust. Maybe you're finally opening up to this again. You could be coming closer with your family. I heard here for some of you, because I also with the lilies felt this a little bit. Maybe there was some family issues, and I'm not encouraging the people that absolutely do not want to have anything to do with their family. This is not the point. Leave it for someone else. But for some of you, I see this also reunion in a way, or this celebration of new life, a celebration of a brand new beginning here, of a child that is potentially entering, okay, the family. There's new creation in the sense of happiness and harmony overall, especially in a home life. Yeah, and healing of a heart, healing of a exhausted past, okay? The past is exhausted, there's nothing left. There's a brand new beginning here. Enjoy this transitional phase, because I feel like this is going to be it's carrying you. You're going to feel as light as a butterfly, okay? You're going to be lifted up, I feel. So let's get you a last card here for group number 2, please. Last card for group number 2, please, for the next 7 days. Oh, this one I really felt like needs. Yeah, look at that. You're going to be okay with meeting your own needs in the first place, I feel like. And again, this reminds me of the watch from the King of Swords, right? How things have to be, in what way, in what order, da-da-da. Like, I really feel, look at this chillness here, right? It's like, no, I'm going to just treat myself like royalty. This is like, no, I'm gonna do what's best for me here, but let's see what it says. Do you need more time to yourself? And we talked about this too, right? With the hedgehog, doing stuff just for yourself. A break from thinking too much. A kind encounter with a friend. Your needs matter and it's time to honor them. Yeah, this is basically right how we started the reading here. So look at this, right? Take your watch off, turn your phone off, go on vacation, take a time off, take a day off, I mean, or the whole week, like whatever, but stay within your means, quite obviously, right? If you have enough money and you can do this for you, then please do whatever you need to do. But for some of you, it might just simply be like, have an evening to yourself, turn your phone off, watch this rom-com, right? Have a nice bath. Like, there's something here about this where there is a transitional phase, a 0-point energy, a transitional, a gateway almost, yes, with the butterflies. It's swarming in, right, to give you a brand new beginning, to heal you of something that is exhausted in the past, I feel. Your exhausted heart is going to be rejuvenated, okay? There's new love also. This could be really a person, like when we're not expecting it, right? You're in the midst of like self-care and you don't care about anybody else right now. And boom, you run into this person, right? It's like we're making this room in the 0 point energy. I feel like everything's possible. You're entering the realm of infinite possibility here for a little bit. So I hope that helps. You can put this wherever it resonates. Group number 2. I'm sending you the biggest hugs, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful group number 3, and welcome to your reading for the next 7 days. You feel drawn to this beautiful card. There's tons more for you, but this was your main card here. The Eagle, ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So I feel like with this card, it reminds me of a different card that I have where there is the 10 of Wands in the desert and a vulture, and there's nothing left in the desert. But here I actually feel like with the Eagle that there's wisdom in something that might look like it's dead, or, you know, it's the past. Like we don't want to dig in the past or something. But I feel for you, there's great wisdom here. For some reason, tequila is coming through right now. This is a cactus, not even a agave. I don't even know why, but maybe that resonates with somebody. Maybe it's just because there is something not so obvious, because it's the inside, right? The juice on the inside that we can use. So it's inside of you. Maybe we can meditate or something here. Some download is coming to you that will give you the laser focus, the eyes, right? To see something from a distance. So there's some gift coming here, or inside of you, maybe in your lineage, in your blood, okay? That will give you the insight that you need potentially here for your life in order to gain more wisdom or abilities, skills, talents, understanding for yourself, okay? So let's look at these cards here that all popped out together. We have also Panda with balance. Ask how to bring balance to the situation and into your heart. So yeah, maybe we've been holding on to one thing, you know, but there is something here where we open ourselves up and see something also from a bird's eye perspective. And the ego is always this great mind. It's the great spirit, okay? So it's so funny, the great spirit, talking about spirit and tequila. I'm not sure how this is connected at all. I'm not sure it really is, but there's something here where we need to go a little bit deeper into the core of something, okay, to figure it out, to find balance. Black and white here, balance, understanding differences, understanding duality, understanding our differences. So this could be a family situation, okay, for some of you, or even for you to see your duality within you, right, to see your patterns, to see, and it's funny, patterns is a common theme for everybody. It feels like in the next 7 days, understanding a specific pattern, either using it or letting go of it, okay? So it's different for every group. So a beautiful panda here. I feel them also quite playful, or, you know, maybe this was an energy that, oh, I don't want to know anything about this person, or I don't want to dig in my past. I just want to play, like pushing something away that is now becoming a bit of a focus. We maybe have to open an old book, an old chapter here to understand something. Maybe somebody needs closure. I don't know. This could be something here. Ooh, we also have Ladybird. With luck, all of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. Look at this. You just have to be open for something, because you might be looking into, like the panda, like you don't really want to maybe look in the direction that your intuition is pointing you towards, right? Because your luck is there. So this is something that's going to be enlightened for you in the next 7 days here. It's very important, okay? The ladybug's really beautiful. It's really cute. There's this more, I feel this new energy here coming in. I feel like here we're holding on too much into a specific way, like one side of the balance, right? We're just holding on to one side of the coin here instead of maybe at least considering the other side of the coin. So I feel like there's more openness coming in for you in the next 7 days to understand where your manifestation actually is. Or you maybe need to understand this in order to have this breakthrough here finally, right? And then we also have the koi carp abundance. Yeah, the koi fish is, I think, just a carp, right? Koi carp. Fish. I mean, how awesome. In the Lenormand also, it stands for finances for me and abundance, okay, but also luck. And I feel this companionship here. Swimming in the right water, being in the right environment. So maybe we have to open ourselves up to be led towards the right environment for our abundance. Move with the flow of abundance around and through you. Yeah, something definitely wants to come to you finally, right? But there's some sort of blockage here that we're figuring out, though, in the next 7 days. And it has something to do here potentially with your past, or something we're not willing to, like, mentally, emotionally go there or consider it even, right? Maybe you let something go. Even a contact, I heard, if this is a person, an old workplace, or I don't know, something from the past, I feel here. Maybe not for all of you, but This could just be a mindset we're holding on to, right? That doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room for this to come in. Let's get one Lenormand card. Actually, on the bottom here also, for you guys, when I was shuffling, we have the Llama and Soul Growth. Look how these two are meeting here, right? On top of the mountain. It feels like they've overcome a lot of things to finally meet. And I feel if we finally have to let go of this last thing we're holding on to, the last straw or something, growth is never easy. Have faith and trust in the journey. Yeah, there is really something here we may be still yet encouraged to let go of, so we get the bird's eye perspective. The panda, he's holding on too hard, I feel like. That's really interesting. Maybe it could be advice from someone here too. Maybe we need to ask somebody for advice about this specific thing. There's something here we can learn still in the next 7 days in order for us to have this, to understand something, to get to somewhere finally that we were wanting to go. Even underneath that, it's the crane and surrender. It says, let go of limiting beliefs. Be as expansive in your thoughts as in your soul. See, like there's something about you letting go of this thing we held on to out of whatever reason, right? Safety, scarcity, or whatever it is, but there's some sort of surrender happening here. Yeah, also facing certain areas. If this is really like a workplace or a person, right? We're actually getting out of our comfort zone finally here. I want to say finally, and strength is here too. Look, that really makes sense with the hair, the strength. Take time to make clear decisions, bring awareness and light to the situation. Yeah, you're gonna like pull yourself up and together to do something. Okay, that might be a little scary, but it is essentially the solution here for you, for your abundance, for your luck, for your lucky circumstances also. Or even to have this key letter, okay, there's something indicated about messages. This could be here. Maybe it's a message from a family member or like a person in general, like a message, an email, or whatever. But there's important information for you in the next 7 days. Maybe we also have to let go of something here because maybe we're thinking that we're going back constantly towards this thing that gives us the juice. If we talk about tequila, okay, maybe we're really letting go of something that is actually not good for us. And that was maybe just something we held on to, maybe even just in case, right? This could be a person we're holding on to and constantly going back to, or a habit, however it could resonate. But I feel like it's, for whatever it is, in order to have your abundance and luck and soul growth, you're finally ready for this in the next 7 days. Is there anything else here? But there is a message coming for you. There's communication here with this letter. Maybe this is this, they said there could, this message, yeah, look, the mountains now on the bottom. This message, what you're getting, might be the indicator for you, or the initiator, okay? The fire starter here, this message, whatever, who this is, or how this is coming to you, or what, this might just be like a download, a vision. There's something here regarding a message you're going to be receiving that is going to be initiating your change, okay? To bring you more balance and understanding, to move into this direction here, I feel, to not go backwards also, I heard. But therefore we need to understand something about the backwards, right? But you're going to be enlightened. I really feel you're going to get this enlightenment moment here that will push you over here, out of your comfort zone, or if this was a comfort zone, right? Like the devil we know, like the old workplace, the not feeling encouraged enough to try a new workplace or to talk to someone new, like whatever was this insecurity or the scarcity that was holding us back, to maybe consider this new lane or this new opportunity or this different path of doing something is changing here in the next 7 days. There's more power, also more, I feel you need this reassurance also potentially, right? To really also, maybe if this is closure with an ex-person, like you need this letter, you need this confirmation also potentially to be able to like finally let go of this. So there's more wisdom and enlightenment coming to overcome this mountain. Also see the top of the mountain, you're getting there, right? It might have been a push to get there when I talk about 10 of Wands also in my other deck. So it might be was very exhausting, okay? Maybe even holding on to this, holding space for someone else or for something else, okay, waiting for something. So, but I feel this is finally closing out with the 21 here. We're talking about also the World card, which is the end of a cycle. this makes, what is this, 8? 8 of clubs is, I think, the 8 of wands. So there is fast communication. Again, communication is picked up here. Fast changes in communication and the end of a cycle. With this comes the end of a cycle. You're going to be, like, deep down, illusions are going to be uncovered. Okay, they're coming out to the open. Feelings are coming out to the open. And I feel like you're going to be attracted into a new direction here, because we can finally face something for real. I heard also with the moon card here. Right? Understanding, facing something, and then being able to let it go. Like the surrender part we already talked about. I set this at 10-10, which beautifully is the end of the cycle again. With the 10, we're coming to the top of this, the top of the mountain, the top of the understanding. It's the end of something here. Or reaching the top of the happiness, the luck, and the abundance. Because I feel a switch. You know, when we're looking at this, we're just holding on to something that's maybe not stable anymore. Like I just saw the panda breaking off with this bamboo. It's just you're too high now. It can't hold you. Like now you have to make a decision, right? But I feel like you're going to fall right into this situation over here. Okay. Might be a quick decision you're making. It might be a fast ripping of a band-aid here for some of you. In order to... This is for you. Like, you're making a good decision here. I also feel like I want to say. Okay, this card wants to come out. King of Pentacles. I really like this. I heard taking charge, okay? You're the king. You're taking charge now. I also heard there's power coming back to you for some reason. Yeah, you're going to be grounded again, right? When I said this panda, I see them like swinging right now because they crawl higher and higher. I'm holding on to this thing. It's like chopping off. Something is chopped off and this panda is just going higher and higher in order to not, and it's not letting go of this bamboo. But I feel like here you're going to get your footing again, right? Your grounding, your groundedness is coming back because you just have to let go of this old, you know, like there's nothing left in this stick of bamboo. You have to go to a new tree. So... But I feel this, again, this message, this fast change, the communication, whatever's coming in here is going to give you the confidence to do this. Could be finances here as well. Taking a chance here, right? Believing in yourself again, knowing that you have what it takes also, I feel like here with the King of Pentacles, I feel like it's obviously not somebody who starts from the bottom up, right? This could also be communication if this is about money, right? Maybe you're hearing back about your finances or your investments. So I do feel like that there's a lucky and abundant outcome here for you. With the soul growth, they just said that's going to teach you that you are able to believe in yourself and to see your strengths. Oop, okay, let's take these guys. 3 of Cups here, okay, we're celebrating. Could be also, I really feel this could be other people here also that are helping you with this. Friendships, okay, to see a different perspective, yeah. There could be friends here, it could be people, right? They're like chopping away on this bamboo. They're not doing this to hurt you, they're doing this to help you. I also, oops, cards, what is going on? I also heard for some of you that you could be also helping someone else in the next 7 days with a similar issue, okay? Maybe you're both in the same boat. You're helping each other through something. Could be a friend, okay? Let's look at this guy that flew over there. 6 of Swords. Came upside down. So you're... Peace, you're supposed to move on, okay? Supposed to move on. There's something about peace and moving to the calmer side, okay? But it was coming out like this. Let's see what the other ones are saying here. The Knight of Cups and the 5 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords. This is what we talked about. Still holding on to something, okay? Still holding on to the stress. Still overthinking if there's something here we missed. This could really be closure for some of you. Or if this is about finances, right? Like... I feel somebody's holding on to something here. Maybe there's also guilt and shame in yourself or in this other person and this other side here that maybe we feel also like I need to go back there. I need to fix something. I need to figure something out, right? But I feel here there's definitely an end to this. The 6 of Swords. This is really interesting here. there's definitely more peace on the other side, but somebody isn't ready. And I feel like through, like I said, an initiator here, something is coming in that will warm you up almost, right? To give you the comfort, the feelings of being able to let go and consider this over here. Consider more these bright colors, because I also heard somebody's getting their color back. And it's interesting that this is coming out with all these beautiful colors here, where here we have a little bit more like, it's colors, but it's not like the ultimate fulfillment. I feel like there's more for you here. Maybe one day you're leaning over here and the other day you're leaning kind of towards this again. Like I feel with the King of Pentacles, this is stability. This guy is not waning, okay? This guy is very stable and grounded. But he's also looking over here. I have to say, I feel now, look how I've even positioned this. This is you, or you know, someone who you're helping. And we're here, half there. Half of you is still potentially in the past or trying to figure something out, and then half of you is already over here knowing that there is a lot more. The soul growth also, they just gave me soulmates, okay? If there might be so much more for you here. There's so much more peace over here with this soul growth, okay? Even if this is not about another person, but there is more peace, there's healing over here. There's calmness over there. That's stress relieving over here. But somebody is still kind of considering potentially, maybe it wasn't that bad sometimes, right? But as I said, I feel finally there is some sort of initiation here that's happening. Maybe even a different person or someone here helping that will relieve this, okay? This overthinking, the chaos here, the chaos in the head, the storm. This could be an enlightenment moment here that we talked about. You know, here we have this little bit of the electricity going on here in the Five of Swords, which is a little bit stressful situation. Okay, could have been other people, like influential people. We really not know who is wrong, who is right. What is this? Okay. Sometimes it could also be standing for some bullies, or just like this, yeah, stress, you know, stress not knowing really. But I feel like, I mean, I want to get another card actually why this was upside down, because we want to move over there, I feel. Knight of Wands popping off. Can we, oh, you can't even see this here. It's a little bit better. Could be overthinking too, right? Overthinking on how to maybe also approach someone else. Okay. Death is on the bottom, transformation. Eh? And the High Priestess in the upside down. It's kind of cool and it's not. The High Priestess sometimes can stand for secrets, okay, the hidden realms. But this we could also, and then we talk about duality here, balance. So what is happening here potentially is that somebody is just simply not ready to know the truth, which is peace. Somebody might just need closure. You know what I mean? Like there's just this necessity potentially to have this communication to reach this peak. Okay, something is just not done. So, but I feel like in the next 7 days you will get this answer that will help you to trust also your intuition to, and I mean, upright, she's also secretive, okay? She knows stuff and the hidden in the realms or whatever. It might come out here, right? I feel like I want to shake that out of her head here, getting all the secrets. So I feel like here you will get, in order to move on, you will receive the messages, the hidden secrets, the hidden knowledge, okay, that you need here with the ancestry as well, that you need in order to move on. And look at that on the bottom now. So makes sense. Here's a transformation death card. So something is definitely done, right? We already talked about this. This bamboo is just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. It's just a matter of time, I feel like here. And then we have the balance card here as well, which is right in the panda. So what you're really looking for here is really just this right answer, this last thing, the thing that you need to know, to feel this transformation also, that you're ready, that you are also whole. This is so interesting because I don't feel that somebody is broken. I just feel somebody who hasn't received a specific message yet to really be 100% sure that something is done, or, you know, that you have what it takes. Like, you will be coming back to ground, okay, right? Like, you will feel the earth again. You will come back down from whatever that was, okay, that you were really like squeezing the lemon or really needing to know every little detail, something here. There's something about humbleness also coming through here. Being enlightened, I feel like you're also going to receive a different side of the whale. Maybe somebody will also teach you something about spirituality and the matrix and how we can influence certain things, how we create things, how you create your new luck, your abundance, okay? There's definitely a change and a transition here into your abundance. And if this is not about money, but I mean, King of Pentacles, right? This could be just this fruitfulness, having enough, right? Taking care of yourself, taking care of others, and being very steadfast, knowing I can close that door and I can 100% just focus now on this side here, my luck. I'm creating new things. I also believe in little symbols and signs again, okay? I heard diplomacy here, also with the King of Pentacles. Being very diplomatic, very practical here as well, okay? Earth signs, very practical. Fairness is coming through too. They're also givers, okay? But in order for that, they need something here. I feel like they need some relief here too. Maybe it's very uncomfortable for this King of Pentacles to feel confused. They need practicality potentially, right? But I feel like this is coming back because you're finally also ready to let go of something here. Whew. We also have the Hermit and the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune under there. Okay, really cool. Yeah, we're moving away from this cycle here, right? Could be a person because the Queen of Pentacles is underneath the Devil. Maybe we're giving somebody too much credit, okay, but here the wheel is changing. Again, divine timing also, this is like, it's really a timing thing here because I saw somebody chopping on this bamboo, right, and the panda bear coming lower and lower to the ground. So you're coming back down, okay? Enlightenment, we talked about here, the sun, your happiness is coming back, and your luck, your abundance also of enjoyment, that you also are not wrong, right? That you can trust yourself, that you feel like normal again, if this makes sense. Maybe you were getting your money back, okay? For some of you, I really feel that here. I feel like you've never lost anything, I heard. But somehow something practical, though, will be returned to you, okay? And from there, you're just coming back stronger and better, I feel. Because you also gained something, right? The knowledge from this situation or whatever. I really feel that here, especially also with the ego that you felt drawn to, the ancestral healing. There's definitely support also for you. This is happening for you in order for you to also come back to your balance, come back to yourself. Because I do feel like that you weren't really like broken. If someone took something from you, this is just where you need your justice almost, I feel like. But this is where you will gain your footing again, right? If somebody mistreated you or was sneaky, right? Like took advantage of you or left you out in the cold or something, even though you're the freaking King of Pentacles, I feel like deep down you never let go of the strength within you to know that you have what it takes at all time. This might have just been like a situation of disappointment, of like, I can't believe this actually happened, or that people can be like this. Okay, but you will gain your footing, you will gain back your balance and your happiness here. And a new start of abundance and luck, okay? Even maybe potentially with another person here. But most importantly with you. So let's get you a last card here. Next 7 days. I mean, if it's not just next 7 days, trust your intuition here, okay? We're not limiting ourselves on anything, I want to say. But there's communication, there's change, okay? There's understanding, truth, and the truth. Yeah, may the truth set you free, okay? This is really what I'm feeling here. You're seeing through something, you're getting your closure, your answer, whatever that is here, for you in order to move on again, to move on in the right direction here. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness, reserve judgment. Yeah, maybe we just need to be open for that, right? Maybe we held on to a specific truth, but now we're ready to hear it all. We're ready to, even if we're not getting what we really need. I feel like I got this here too in the beginning. You're going to be okay. You will definitely receive something though, some understanding, some knowledge of whatever we've been holding on to was not good for us, okay? It's not healthy for you or whatever. And also on the bottom, look, we have shine and time. There's really this new time coming. It was just about timing here too. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, you are it already. Okay, nothing is ever lost. Like, it can't be lost. It's just going to be transformed. And here we can actually see that it's you. You just need to see something clearly or understand something to get your footing back. Other people might help you with this. A message is coming through. Okay, in order for you to be able also to move on to calmer waters and find your own inner peace again, and therefore your happiness and abundance and your fortunate, lucky event here. So I hope you can put this wherever it resonates. Group number 3, I'm sending you the biggest hugs, and thank you for being here and watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.